We've done a lot of long hours recently. Basically 6 weeks to get the car finalised, which is more than enough time.
The whole team needs to pull together now.
Team morale is on its way up, but now that we have the chassis, people see real progress every single day we come in. There's more things being mounted, more things being welded. Where would you be without electrons, man, really?
Probably back in Bedford.
For Joe to get the engine actually working on the first day was massive, because we only have him for 2 days before he goes travelling for over a month.
That's why we really want testing, just to make sure everything's reliable, fix issues before the competitions.
It drives great, but
It's been a really bad effort, I think. Really disheartening to see the car in the state it's at. But now, if we set the testing back a few weeks, then it gives us time to finish the car. You guys have captured how I felt for the last 6 to 8 weeks. It's not been enjoyable towards the end. 3 weeks today, we're supposed to be heading to Silverstone. We will make testing.
So I'm going to be missing the competition this year. I really don't want to let the team down. I'm Joe Hutchinson. I'm head of electrical for South Bank Racing, and I'm going to be at the competition this year. Give me a hug, everybody. Hello. I was going to go traveling for a long time, but now I have some things to do in August, like some resits, basically. I had a smaller window of time, but it also meant that I could come to the competition, which I'm very happy about.
How was it though? Good?
Fucking amazing, yeah. Really good.
Good. Good to have. First time?
Yeah. It was mad.
Pop the Japanese cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hope you had a nice holiday. Crack on.
Yeah.
Back to work now.
How was everybody doing, feeling?
Oh no, great. I mean, I'm great. The only problem is like, I don't know, just not many things happening. People are not really coming on time.
Oh, right. We know everyone else?
It's a bit just concerning because we have no time and people are still just, you know, coming late, just not really. You have to use up all of the time, especially when we have workshop time from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
People come in at like 12 or 1, and then we, you know, the whole day is ruined. I'm smiling through the pain. It's it's rough right now. So close to the competition, I thought people would pick up and see the urgency and feel the pressure, but some just don't, and I don't get it. I can't figure it out.
How confident are we that we're gonna make it?
Well, no, we'll make it.
Yeah, we'll make it.
The problem is there's going to be just like 5 or 6 people working on the car, like late nights and everything. So
the bottom of the chassis is still not welded.
Right. Okay.
The intake's broken more.
Is it?
It's now snapped properly.
Oh.
Yeah, right here.
We didn't need that.
Yes. What other catastrophic things could go wrong?
let's stop thinking about that.
Yeah.
Let's just finish the car.
Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing can go wrong. It's all gonna go right.
But you need to get these electronics in or we won't race, mate.
Right. Got it.
Saturday, the 15th of July. 4 days until comp.
but it's done. Look at
It's
the
not done.
Yeah, the car's completely ready to go.
Our expectations for the competition are really high, and I think people think we're going to just miraculously reach them expectations, when in reality we'll probably fall to our preparation, which to be honest has been poor so far.
I think now we really need to transition from everyone being individuals and working on individual projects to being a team again, and that's really what needs to change. And I'm hoping when we go to testing that will be the morale boost, where you can put your arm around a fellow member of the team and think, we did this. It's not one person's car, it's the team's car. We've all worked on it.
You kind of finally realise that it's like, it is a car and it is almost there. We're fucking close.
Silverstone is next weekend. We're leaving on Wednesday.
19th.
So we technically only have 24 hours from now to finish the car. We will hopefully be able to make testing on Tuesday. I know we've spoken about hopefully making testing many times, but hopefully Tuesday is
It all depends on tomorrow, to be honest.
How do I feel? I don't know if I should answer that properly.
Wednesday. I'm looking forward to Wednesday because then the car finished or not, at least we know we're at Silverstone and there's very little we can do at that point.
It sounds bad, but I just want to be done at this point.
Yeah.
I feel half sort of checked out of FS at the moment, and yeah, it's bad to say. It's been quite difficult the last 6 weeks or so to motivate everybody, but also keep myself motivated and finish the car.
We'll make it, lad. We will.
I've been saying that this whole time.
Yeah, but we will make it.
Missed every deadline up to now.
No. But we haven't yet missed the most important one, and that's on Wednesday. We'll make Wednesday. And if not,
we can't miss
if
Wednesday.
If not, we made a good effort.
Looks like a doggy egg from here.
The car didn't get finished Monday night, which is the plan. So we showed up into uni on Tuesday with the things to finish.
Tired?
A little, yeah.
Oh, fucking Nora, man. Jesus fucking Christ.
The wax like a candle. Like me on fire, watch me heat up the track. I took the crown, I ain't giving it back. Unless you got L's on your wish list. Messing with me, you gon' big a statistic. Really? You think you'll get it back? That's silly. I'm about to run the game, no kidding. I'm way too tough, too chilly. Yeah, they ain't wanna hear me, yeah, now they gon' feel me. You did?
How many critical things are we missing? Three things being braking. And we need to do we have mounting for the battery?
Nope.
We still have 2 hours there.
If we left now,
Every second is okay.
it's critical right now, yeah.
Well, so it's an hour drive as well. So we have an hour there to fix the Do we think it's realistic? What?
I wonder if they would let us stay
Are we still trying? Without it?
It looks like it. I don't think we should, to be honest. I see
Tom,
it.
we need to. I think we should discuss maybe what if we should go. What does everyone think? It's one.
So get there to do everything's going to take 2 hours, really.
At least.
I've just seen. What time do you shut today? Is it 4? Is there any leeway with that? You say open a bit later? No. Okay. Okay. No worries. All right.
Scrap it off. Get the car out then.
No testing this year. It's embarrassing, that, lads.
It's not embarrassing.
It is.
Why the fuck is it embarrassing?
We've missed testing 4 times now.
Right, it's just not embarrassing. Is not it's not like we have none of us have. I don't know. I just don't think embarrassing is the right.
Tensions are high, everyone's nervous. No one lets on, but I think everyone's silently scared that they're going to have a critical failure on their part. I'm one of them. I'm petrified something I've made is going to fail.
It's disappointing.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
It was a low point for everyone. We knew how critical testing was and how important it was, and missing out on that would mean we'd be really risking it going into the competition.
We are just wasting time. Joe, where's everyone else? Fuck's sake, man, that's why we're in this position. Fucking hell.
It was always a possibility that we weren't going to do it. Yeah, it is disappointing. I mean, not disappointing. It's just really tough emotionally, I think, because you're kind of constantly, and throughout the whole year as well, it's just constantly, I don't think the car's going to make it, you think it's going to make it, like it's back and forth.
Some people don't understand what the word team means. They're sometimes playing as a solo player.
I don't entirely blame people who can't commit their entire lives to it. After a certain point, I understand it, but at the same time, it's incredibly frustrating knowing that, if everybody put in the same amount of effort that you did, it would be differently. But we just need to keep on trying and not stop trying until it really is over. We still got time. We could still have a working car for Silverstone, so we can only try until the end.
SVR don't give up easy, do we? So I think everyone's down in the dumps a little bit, but it won't stop us from getting to Silverstone and getting through Scoot, so we'll bounce back.
So going from the low of not being able to test, going to the competition, you have the exact opposite feeling. You feel so energized. It's kind of the really exciting part of the whole year.
Yeah, competition runs from Wednesday to Sunday and we'll be camping every night. The car should be working, so it should be a really fun experience.
Relieved that we're here. That was a hassle. We've still got a bit of work to do, but it's good going around, looking at other cars, seeing where the other teams are. But yeah, kind of a good outlook on it at the moment, to be honest. Probably will suddenly change, but I'm feeling optimistic.
It's good to be back. It feels a bit different from last year, but it's nice. Bumped into some friendly people, seeing some people I know from last year. But yeah, it's going to be a push, let's put it like that. Stressed, but in a good way.
You start looking at other people's cars and everything, and you can see, I was reassured by looking at everyone else's cars most of the time, because some people turned up with a lot less complete cars compared to us.
The other cars look great. Everyone's been dead friendly, which is nice. Kind of a testament to former student and what the competition's all about. And the last few things need to be done. Like the fuel oil needs to get put on. Pedal box needs finishing. A few other things, body needs to get put on. But yeah, overall, optimistic.
It's sort of daunting going into Silverstone without a finished car, because you just don't know how it's going to end up. So yeah, I'm quite nervous about the following week. A top 15 would turn it all around, but it's sort of just putting like a plaster over a sort of tough year. When you put so much effort into something and you feel like you're pushing so hard for a team, a collective, and you don't get that positive feedback back from them, it's quite difficult to keep pushing forward. And I felt like I did well for 6, 7, 8 months, but it sort of just ground me down by the end of it. And FS is just feels a little bit like a chore at the moment, rather than something that I enjoy coming in doing. It's just bullshit. Work up.
Yeah. Not close. You could tell Dion wanted to, I don't want to say give up. He is the face of the team, and every success and every downfall comes back to him.
The atmosphere is just horrible in here. It's suffocating. I feel like I can't breathe. My chest hurts. I want the car to be done.
I want the car to be built. I think we all do.
Finish the pedal box then.
I am.
told me a month ago it'd be done. Yeah, I think having close relationships with everybody in the team does make it quite difficult to say, like, you need to get this done and level with them, because it's not that they look at it like I'm coming from like a jokey place, but I think they just think I won't get too mad if nothing really happens. Mate, it's 25 to 12. You're fucking supposed to be a grown adult, mate. You've got to prioritise and get here before midday. I'm lucky you came in today. Oh. You got so much fucking work to do, it's a joke, mate.
I didn't sleep fucking at all last night.
I slept at 3, got 5 spoons and stay here late.
I'm fine, so.
Come on, bro. It's both of you. You need to get in before fucking midday.
No, before.
There's a lot of pressure riding on getting the car finished, and yeah, I've been quite stressed. The outcome of Silverstone is very up in the air at the moment.
Morning, boys.
We've got the static events today, mainly to focus on, which is obviously cost report, business and the design judging. But it's good that we're kind of getting it out way today, so tomorrow we can really crack on and try and get the car on track.
I love the atmosphere of this competition. I love being really close, just right next to other former student teams. And you kind of have like a shared experience through former student, because every team is very similar. Almost everyone is behind, almost everyone hasn't done testing. So it's really nice to be kind of in the same boat. Teams from around the world, I mean, Egypt's over there, like it's insane.
We've had very few wins, and now getting all the team together in camping and team bonding, you actually realise that these people are your friends as well as your teammates, and it's lovely to be part of the team when we're all sharing vibes and we're outside the workshop where we've been working for the last 3 months. We've got business PowerPoint presentation and cost report. Business PowerPoint presentation, confident, really think we've got a strong team, very well prepared. Cost report, similar situation, yeah, really well prepared. Design report, probably the hardest of the 3, very underprepared. There's a lot of things we just didn't have time to tidy up. So I'm expecting a bit of a rinsing in the design report.
Nathan was in bits, I think, going into the statics. I just tried to take him to one side and reassure him that all they're there to do is to test the limit of your understanding. They're not there to put you through a hard time or to sort of like expose you, basically. I feel okay. So I'm confident in my designs. I know the car. I'm sure Nate's probably the same with his designs and the rest of the car. So I'm sure together as a team we can answer any question they have.
The design report, on a personal note, was probably one of my worst times at university, and as a member of former student, I've never felt so just in the dark with something. I picked the design report up, and I think it was 6,000 words, which is almost like a dissertation to do. I found out a week before it was due that it was due. I had my actual dissertation due, I think 2 or 3 days after, and I think I did 2 all-nighters in a row just trying to get it done. Yeah, that's the closest I ever came to quitting the team, and it sort of highlighted to me how much work and what the work ethic of other people was, and I sort of realised that other people didn't really care as much as I did. I don't think I've ever felt more of an imposter syndrome than right now, and that's what's doing me the worst.
Just you wait. Not for this is fine. I mean, later in life.
Another thing is that a lot of our design decisions with us having such a small budget revolve around cost. However, design judges don't care. If you say, why have you used this aspect of the car? You can't turn around and say, because it was cheap, because they don't care. Last year, obviously, we were a first year team, we went in completely blind. And we thought, well, we should have learned from that experience, but now all we know is that we only know that we're going to get ripped apart. We don't know what questions they asked. None of it was documented. So now this year we're kind of going in blind, apart from we don't have the blind courage because we kind of know what's going to come.
The car was too low. It was just scraping everywhere.
It just wasn't the best look that we wanted to go into a static event, to have an incomplete car, but also a car that had clearly not been set up properly yet.
We have to be there in 15 minutes now. We're not in midfield, so like, just get it and go. At this point, it's competition.
Yeah, I'm trying that now. Don't turn that. Go straight. Stop. We're not getting over that.
Jesus, it's got no preload on it.
It looks good.
Dion just keeps shaking his head.
It does look good though.
Yeah, like I said, it was a bit embarrassing having to push an unfinished car.
And was actually causing damage to itself just by moving. It really put our worst foot forward going into the static event.
What's wrong? It's the setup wrong.
Stylish.
Now you're going to hit the wheel.
Bro, I'm in a different mindset. I'm just not nervous at all, man.
Sorry, not fire ritual. Fire ritual. That's what.
They compare your designs with what they're used to at the top level of engineering.
I thought my wiring was very neat, but they took one look of it and were like, nah, it's quite messy, isn't it? I was like, oh, it just hurt because I knew I had spent so many hours, so much cable management, so many looping back, so many cable ties.
This year they had a lot more judges than they did last year. People like Joao got sort of teamed up on for the powertrain. When you have a lot of people that are in high up motorsport or automotive industry quizzing you on things that they know inside and out, they're experts in that field. Yeah, it's quite intimidating. I can see why Joao might have struggled with that.
Yeah, so there's been design comp. The nerves are jangling a little bit before it, and I think every team member has come out with a pretty positive experience, to be honest. Personally, I just had 2 really nice conversations. It's really good to get like constructive feedback on the car. Obviously, we've worked so hard on each individual components, but to get feedback as a team so we can all take the information on board and improve next year is like a huge thing. It's never going to be perfect, and they did have some constructive criticism, which is more than welcome. Yeah, I mean, now is kind of the time to semi-celebrate, because I think a lot of people were dreading the design, so now it's just a case of getting the car on track, and hopefully it's all W's from me.
He was so stressed, I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it's Thursday evening at 9:30. The body's on. We've cut some holes in it to let the wishbones go through. Suspension's going back in. We had an issue with our ride height, but we've got stiffer springs, adding a bit of preload as well, just to raise the car up a little bit more. There's quite a few jobs still remaining, but none of them are too major. Screw tomorrow. I'm actually weirdly looking forward to it. It'd be nice just to sort of know what issues we have, and it'd be a bit of a relief, hopefully, to know that there's no major issues. I think in my last interview I said like a lot of the team finished their jobs and that's kind of it. But now it's completely changed to the point where like you've got people who have never touched the body now drilling holes in the body and helping everyone out. So it's good vibes. statics are over, they've gone all right. Now it is just focusing on getting the car there and getting it through screen and getting it on track, which is great. Everyone's getting pretty tired though. It's 9:30 and not many people slept very well last night, so.
Final push, we have about half an hour before we have to leave here tonight, and then we have all day tomorrow to pass through.
Man, it's coming together. It looks He looks mean, like mean. What a day, Jesus. That's a lot of work.
First ones to come, last ones to leave. That's how we do it.
Yeah. Hard work. Good times never last, only tough people.
Good morning, it is Friday. Yeah, today we need to go into scrutineering. We've got a few things to touch up on the car, we're hoping to hit scrutineering at around 9 o'clock, hopefully get some good feedback on what we need to do to fix the car. I don't think we'll pass first time, but that's kind of expected, but we're just hoping there's no major issues or anything that they pick up on that we can't fix really fast. So yeah, hopefully we have the big high of getting through scrutineering today and it'll be a huge win for the team. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
You have to design the car to 200 pages, 300 pages of rules and regulations. So they make sure that every nut and bolt is of grade. Every rule in the book, basically, it passes that.
It's mainly about safety, to make sure the car is safe to go on the track, to keep the driver and the spectators safe.
I've looked over as much as I can and I feel like the car is in a good place as far as scrutineering goes.
Once you pass everything with scrutineering, get all your stickers, you weigh the car, and you can go on track and start doing all the dynamic events.
And on Friday, we decided to scrutinize for the first time.
There's just things that we know won't pass. Yeah, there's quite a bit to do. Put the seatbelts on, tape up a lot of sharp edges. We're really cutting it tight.
We had no seatbelts in, we had no front impact attenuator, no front anti-intrusion plate. Things were missing, and if anything, it was a bit embarrassing to roll up to scrutineering with a car in that state. If you fail scrutineering, that means you're not getting out on track. The car isn't legal to race.
Yeah, it's coming to me now. Before I was like, yeah, we've got just a few things to do, get it done quickly, but now it's kind of getting to me. I can feel the pressure. And,
What do you want me to say? They've told me to change them. They need to be captains.
I don't know what to say, Harry. He's not going well. They maybe spent about half an hour looking over the car, and they weren't happy with a lot of things, so they sent us out.
Have we got everyone here?
No, don't
missing people still.
Apparently so. Apparently we're not allowed. No critical fastener is allowed to be a dome or countersunk. It has to be a cap head.
I mean, are most of us cap heads? How many?
So all of these, the ones that hold the uprights together, the ones that hold the rockers together, they're all they're all domed button heads.
So this is the list that we've got so far. I'll just go through basically the order they got them in. So we've got the quick jack needs to be 100mm. It's shorter than that at the moment, so maybe just put like a little panel on top of it just to lift the car a bit more. We had an issue with the roll hoop height. To summarise, we need to raise the quick jack. We also need the car number.
Yeah, we need the
which is fine. Liveries basically. I'd say let's go for lunch and come back and start giving the tasks out to people to start booking on that.
My mind run deep in my thoughts when I didn't have it. Sleeping on the floor, wishing it was a mattress. Now I'm in Hollywood with actors and actresses, where everybody bougie, latest trends and fashions. I'd rather keep it a buck, 100 if you ask me. I was trying to pay the bills just like last week. I was trying to sell a deal just like last week. Trying to run plays and run it up like the mathletes. It's in my DNA to have hope and make a way. Good energy will hit that MJ fade away. Miss me with the hate and now, bruh, not today. Stayed in my lane, did complain, this was meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to show my story.
It looks so sick. It's the first time we've seen the car all together in one piece with all the aero package and everything, and it's pretty surreal. To see it in CAD for so long, to actually see it come out as we designed is really nice. It's really, really nice. It's a good feeling. I think it's a good morale boost. That looks cool.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, yeah, 11 about now. It's really cool to see on the track. Yeah, we fixed up some of the issues for scrutineering, so tomorrow morning we should be heading. Yeah, should be going to scrutineering and pass in the morning, maybe. Second attempt, I'm guessing third. Yeah. Oh no, we should get the car on the track. It's looking good. It's exciting, yeah.
Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. No, it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating dog, man, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. No, it's not a mystery. Stop without a hating dog, man, this is meant for me.
I'd rather get the car finished, not standing around like waiting for this shit.
Oh, come on, man. You got to enjoy it. This is why we're here. No, we're here for the event. Competition. It's a race. Yeah. Second.
We're here to race.
We're here to learn. Oh, please never. Please put
that in.
You can walk the way with me through the glory. God be the glory.
Today we had a big morale boost, getting the car out, getting the body on, it looked really good. It seems to all be coming together nicely, and the car is fully assembled. It's Friday at about 10:15, is it? Something like that. And we're still here, we'll be working till 11. Yeah, it was early start this morning. In here, I think we're in at 7. We pushed really hard to get into scrutineering. We basically knew we were going to fail scrutineering, which is expected on the first day. We had loads of jobs, so one of the major ones we realised on the way to scrutineering was the steering column had an issue with the universal joints, which is quite bad. It's a design flaw and a manufacturing issue. We got pretty lucky. It turns out that, well, we need to change from a double universal joint to a single universal joint, and it just so happens that the shop on site has one universal joint which almost fits our car, so I don't even know the price at this point. We don't care, it's just we're here now, we're so close, budget's kind of gone out the window, it's just make a car. But it's one of them things. I mean, to come this far and then have a universal joint we can buy but we can't afford it is a bit. I mean, I think at that point I'd even put my own money to just getting that in the car. That's just what it comes down to. But I wouldn't say we're out the woods just yet because we still haven't had our full scrutineering. We could still have quite a major issue that takes us all the way into Sunday morning, but ideally we don't want that to happen for obvious reasons. I mean, for the engineers, this is the experience, so we kind of came here expecting to do this, and this is part of, weirdly, what we find enjoyable is having a problem, every single person on the team getting around it, and we really need the team to stay agile and everyone needs to pitch in and help, no matter really how you feel at this point. We're all tired, but yeah, we don't quit when we're tired, we quit when we're done, so. Oh, we're not going to pass, but we want to be like plus. 90% there. Yeah, 75 I reckon we will be.
What do you reckon then?
Electronic stuff, I know it's hard to say.
Electric. Electric is done.
It'll be third time, but second time we'll go in and we'll know what position we're in. The car looks good, the stickers are in the right place, the firewall isn't sealed as well.
We're 42nd out of 63.
Okay, what's this design?
Yeah.
How many?
So there's 63 teams, 2 of them didn't show. We were 42nd. We scored 52 points of an 8-point IA penalty. So if we didn't get the 8-point penalty, then we would have been.
If it's not top 10, I don't want to know.
Top 50.
Yo. Hello? Guys, get all the tools together, we're going to screw. Yeah.
We've changed a lot of things that were flagged up in the first round of scrutineering, and hopefully all the things we've changed will now be able to pass through, and we can get a lot more of the car scrutineered and properly. Fucking hell. Ideal outcome, we find out that everything else is good apart from the things we already know, and we can just fix those and get through the next round. Worst case, they find some big glaring issues that will take a long time to fix. Yeah, hopefully not that, but we'll see, we don't know yet. My shoes are wet, I'm wet, the car's wet. Metaphorical. We got Nick.
So Saturday, when we went to scrutineering, one of the chief scrutineers that deals with the F1 cars as well, he wasn't happy with our steering system. So the steering column, we had a WJ and had too much play at full lock, and it also locked a little bit when we got to full lock as well. So he said that we wouldn't be able to pass no matter what we did with that steering system.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Not so bad. What is it? What is it?
Suspension bolts are not to grade, so we need to change them. For the steering rack, the weld is broken, so we need to put a bolt through to secure it fully. And then yeah, change all the suspension bolts.
All the suspension bolts? Yeah. Every single one?
Joe also had to, on Saturday, he got told that his suspension bolts weren't to grade. They weren't 8.8, so he had to source 40 new bolts and change all of those on Saturday night. So that was a big shift between him and Sam.
How did we miss the bolt?
Joe ordered stainless steel bolts, which were apparently equivalent to the grade 8.8.
Right.
But they're not.
Do we have a data sheet to prove that?
Well, it proves that they're wrong.
Okay.
Because it's a different...
So we just didn't read the rule right.
Every issue we have a solution to. It's all fixable and doable, but we're looking probably to get in scrutineering tomorrow morning now. But
We're the fifth best IC business plan.
Are we? No
Yeah.
way. Top 5. Probably the only 5. Yeah.
Well done, I was going to say.
By the way, special announcement, the steering rack problem.
It fixed.
Hey, and BSPD works.
All good news.
We do nothing but win. We're in a streak now. We're
right, let's go to scrutineering now.
All the vibes are so good.
11 o'clock is the deadline. Can we go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people start at yeah, slowly. Little by little.
I'm very tired. I've been getting 5 hours sleep every day, and yeah, in the beginning it was fine, but now the sleep deprivation is building up, and I'm very tired. I'm wet. Everyone here is wet. The whole vibe is just not cool. But the only thing keeping us going is the fact that we can finish the car today and pass scrutineering. Yeah, just trying our best right now.
Joe's not shown up. Joe Hutchinson. Joe Darcy's probably fast asleep. We've got 2 hours to go to sleep. It's fucking bullshit, honestly. Drivers. Don't have fucking drivers. Could you reach the pedals when you got in?
Dylan,
yeah.
you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Stop spreading misinformation and make sure you get your information from reliable sources. Yeah, but you can't guarantee what other people tell you is true. So you look where they actually get the information. Like, look at the booklet, look at whatever, look at actual.
Okay, well, I know the information came from the tannoy above. Craig said to me that the drivers need to go to yours because we heard it from the tannoy.
Too many people. You have to go. You have to get yourself.
We'll watch the alternative. You go and you find out no, or you don't go, and if you did, then you get fucked.
Nick the information centre.
No, it's better that you went. You can have a booklet and you have all the information on there.
The thing is, just before you like tell us to do something. But even with the
listen, I'm not taking abuse for this here because I did nothing wrong.
No.
I'm sorry.
Just say, oh, you're not sure if it's optional or not. Just say, don't be so, because when you say it, you sound very certain. Yeah, it's optional. Like if you don't do it, you're fucked.
Go now.
Like you make it very
just
urgent.
double check just to make sure we don't waste time.
Give me like 20 minutes and we'll be going.
We're ready to drop it?
Yeah.
So we have an hour and 52 minutes to get through technical scrut. Move over there to do tilt, noise and braking. It's not looking good, to be honest. I'm hopeful. I'm just trying to keep the faith that we'll make it through and that they'll extend the time, because we definitely need a bit of extra time. But it will be over either way in about 3 hours. So you just have to keep going until the very, very end, like always.
I have a feeling that it's going to be exactly the same as last year. We're going to have 15 minutes to spare. We're still going to do it.
I think it's going to be like that as well.
Release.
1 o'clock's cut off for scrutineering, 1:30 is the cut off to be on the start line.
Shit. It's close. I think we'll do it. We'll be on the start line, for sure.
We had basically one shot at scrutineering.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It worked? It worked.
Let's go.
And if we didn't do it, then we'd run out of time probably. I was optimistic still. I was confident in the electrical system at least because we tested it. battery is in the wrong place, basically. The confusing part is that we got through last year with it there. I don't think the rules has changed.
Yeah, but there's so many things that we failed on now that we passed last year, and making up for the spots we've got.
I don't think that's too big a hole to cover in tape. Right? Firewall is there to burn it. It's a really important thing. Just big hole to the side, right in front of your fuel tank. There's a fuel leak that's going to be there, straight through, next to your drive.
Waiting, knowing that if we fail, it was all for nothing. It means we didn't pass school, it means we're not going to compete in any events. But if we pass, then you know what, at the end of the day, we still built a car, and for what it's worth, that's still pretty fucking cool. And I'm proud of all of us what we've done.
We haven't had some elections yet, but he said that we're looking pretty good. So it's close.
Things just weren't happening fast enough. We still had about half of the mechanical aspects of the car to go through.
There's no chance we could just get an extra 15 minutes. I feel like we're so close to being there that, like, I'll have a word in the morning. I mean, if we never asked, it would always be in the back of your mind, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We didn't ask. We've got to push it right to the last second.
Yeah.
You just never know. We got the impression that we were like super close to getting through, and it just got taken over.
Half an hour is you're not going to get on track.
There's absolutely no way you can just stretch it. You can just get through scrutineering. We don't have to get on track.
Yeah.
We don't mind getting endurance. We just want to get through scrutineering as possible. If there's anything you could do, like
we could wait around the
we've
corner.
We've come in touching distance there, and it just feels like I said, we got the impression from yourself and from the other staff that we were super close.
Put your car up, yeah.
We basically beg the judges, ask them if there's anything that we can do.
The thing to do is put your car somewhere out of the way, and then you always steer for a little bit.
So basically, we've run out of time in scrutineering. So instinctively they have failed us, but hang on. I've begged with the chief scrutineer, and we've negotiated with him, and we think we're going to get a bit more time, so we might be able to get on track at 3 PM. As long as we get another scrutineer, we need half an hour on the car. If everything goes well, we still could pass scrutineering, but we just need that little bit of extra time. But at the moment, he says he needs to see what his resources are, so we've got to work with them. So chill on here, don't wind them up. I mean, it's looking bleak, but it's still a possibility, so keep that in mind. It's only time at this point. We failed on a couple of things that we can easily fix, 10-minute jobs, so we need to be on the ball with them, right? And then we could still pass scrutineering. Might not necessarily get on track, but we might pass scrutineering, so let's keep that in the lockers and aim to do that. And even if the worst does happen, we've come a long way to get here, lads. Stay hopeful there, stay hopeful.
Whatever happens at the competition, I think we should all be very, very proud with what we've done.
fine, don't worry.
Almost. An hour and a bit away, basically.
Pretty much.
Last one was that?
Come again next year, I suppose.
What? 90% of us are not here.
We're all gone, man.
I've given you all your kit back. You've done well to get this far. So
Yeah.
better luck next year.
Yeah. We're not here next year. But yeah.
You have your future.
Yeah.
They're behind you. Anyone else that's here that's coming next year, you can pass on all your knowledge.
All 5 of them.
Eh?
All 5 of them. We only got 5 people next year. But yeah, no, it's true. We'll be okay.
Lesson learned, I suppose.
Well done anyway, boys.
Yeah, well done. We were close, incredibly close, but it just didn't happen. And yeah, I think that is maybe a pattern for the whole year. You have an entire year to finish this car, and ultimately it came down to maybe like an hour or so.
We just needed one more day sometimes, one more week sometimes, but when it came down to it, all we needed was an extra hour. Take an hour and divide it between 9 months. What is that? It's like a second a day probably, but you can't look at it like that because it's cut and dry. It's just needing 1 hour from here, there and everywhere.
I think everybody dealt with it in their own kind of way. Some people took themselves off for a bit, just sat down. A lot of us just like looked at the car for ages.
And the team next year.
Sometimes you don't always get the right result or the result that you've been wanting for months and months and everything you've been working for, but there's still solace in just the end, I think.
Yeah, it's never a failure, it's always a lesson. Oh, he was, I think he was like just completely finished.
Oh yeah, that was definitely an emotional release, yeah. When it was all said and done, it was just like relief, I think. I think that's what it was. I think it was just relief. I think my message to FS would be, don't be afraid to do anything. Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. It's possible. It's hard, but it's definitely possible. I want to say thank you as well to you guys. Can't get my words out, but it'll come eventually. Yeah, I want to say thank you to all the faculty advisors, Phil, Alessio, Greg. Without you guys, FS isn't possible.
You don't really have much time to reflect on the bigger, wider thing that this is the last year. A lot of us are going to be doing it, that the university is coming to an end.
been a really wild ride.
It's been pushed to the limit. Silverstone edition.